Good evening. It is time for today's tax talk. I'm your host. I'm attorney Stephen Leahy. It is Tuesday, March 25th. It's Crypto Tuesday, the year of our Lord 2022. We're going to talk about blockchain today. Crypto has some news too. We'll talk a little bit about that. Won't you join us? It's always amazing on Crypto Tuesday. Lots of stories come up with the crypto every day, uh, but more and more it's blockchain. Um, I remember John McAfee uh, when I first started getting into crypto and understanding what it is. And blockchain is actually the the technology behind crypto. Those that were in the know, like John McAfee, had predicted that blockchain would far outpace crypto in the long run, and it's happening as we speak. We know that crypto is kind of taking a. I said that our headline today is blockchain grows as crypto shrinks. I mean, in importance, right? I mean, if you, just the sheer number of articles now are really about blockchain, not so much about crypto. The boom, as they say, is kind of turned to I wouldn't say it's a bust. As I talked about last week, I think that the stability now is not a bad thing. Now, as I say that, today is the day that Bitcoin hit 20,000, and a lot of people believe that that's some magic mark that now it's going to go up. So let's look, as is our want. We always begin with we'll begin with well, we won't begin with that, but we will begin with coinflip.tech, our favorite crypto site, and what's going on with the market. So here we go. As you can see, this is the crypto. Uh, Bitcoin has hit the $20,000 mark, a little bit higher, almost 4.75. It is 4.75% up for the day, uh, and like almost always, Ethereum is closely tracking Bitcoin. It's amazing how much they track together, and I think we should probably go back and look the last, 4, 5, 6 months on every Tuesday when we go through this, and how the charts all look very similar. Even the Litecoin chart looks, but there's not the doesn't have the volume, so it's much more choppy than is Ethereum or Bitcoin. Here's the Bitcoin for the last week. Again, you see that it hit 20,000. Again, many believe that that's the going to be the turning point. Will it be the turning point? I don't know. Uh, Boy, if I knew, I'd I'd make a ton of money, but I don't know, and nobody really knows. But we'll see the market cap at Bitcoin is at $386 billion. I had to count the zeros. 1, 2, 3, the 3 comma club. $386 billion. So it's a the market's rising. Now I wanted to. This is no. We're going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin. I'm sorry, blockchain, because blockchain's really taken over the news of recently. So here's an interesting article. Blockchain has acquired mainstream relevance, propelled by the technology's widespread adoption across the banking and public finance sector for enhanced security, says Cash Chief. The banking and financial services sector has undoubtedly been one of the biggest adopters of blockchain technology. Hashchange Consultants highlights blockchain's inherent ability to reduce fraudulent transactions, explaining how the feature is a prominent factor behind the global adoption of distributed ledger technology particularly in public financial systems. Research forecasts suggest global blockchain expenditures will reach $67.4 billion by the end of 2026 at 28.4% GAGR. I don't know what that means. Contributing over 1.76 trillion to the global GDP by 2030. Banking and financial services remain the top spending sector in blockchain, contributing to almost 30% of the total expenditures. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? That it's the ledger would be useful in a financial market. Other than fraud prevention, blockchain also facilitates instant settlements, capital optimization, smart contract enforceability, reduced counterplay risks, manual errors, and reconciliation, and offers increased transparency. The Hashcash CEO also noted blockchain pioneer explains the performance of decentralized blockchain architecture is proportional to the number of available network members. The underlying crypto platforms offer real-time transaction visibility based on permissioned access, along with hassle-free provisions for EKYC and auditing, leading to improved overall service. Blockchain utilizes secure data encryption, which with multiple security layer additions. The data can be read only by permissioned members. In addition, time-stamped data transaction records are immutable and tamper-proof, eliminating any chance of fraudulent activity. Attempts, if any, are flagged immediately, and the existing data is left undamaged. I always have to take a pause whenever anybody says it's tamper-proof. It's impossible to do fraud, because that gives those a incentive to try to break it. And almost everything is breakable. Now, I hope blockchain isn't, but it's always cause for pause. Innovations such as blockchain empower public finance managers with greater visibility and control of public fund utilization in real time. Efficient use of public money will lead to improved services for public, economic boost, and improvement of the community as a whole, remarked this gentleman who has previously spoken on blockchain's potential of reducing India's logistics cost and the crypto's potential in Latin America. El Salvador, need I say more? Led by this gentleman, Hashcash Consultants has been a global leader, winning multiple awards in blockchain development. The U.S.-based company has deployed blockchain-powered solutions in more than 26 nations across 6 continents. Hashcash's HC corporate payment solution is finding increased uses in B2B transactions. Meanwhile, the company's globally acclaimed white label exchange solutions have been recently used in Vietnam. Blockchain's rise as one of the most disruptive technological innovations is driven by its multiple practical advantages. Organizations around the world can leverage technology for better business outcomes and opportunity. So interesting. I want to mention this, that Jamie Dimon, the head of JP Morgan Chase, has been critical of crypto, but he sees the value in blockchain. JP Morgan, let's see if we can make this bigger so we can all read. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon has been a vocal detractor when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Still, he praised blockchain technology, calling it real during an international finance event, as reported by CoinDesk. Dimon's own company utilizes blockchain technology to facilitate fast and efficient blockchain payments via the Onyx platform. It's a prime example of how traditional finance firms like JP Morgan work with technology like blockchain to enhance their products and services. Onyx has pioneered the world's first blockchain-based platform for wholesale payments transactions, helping to transfer the way that money, information, and assets are moving around the world, the company website noted. We are innovators who have cultivated a deep understanding of institutional banking and technology to create reliable infrastructure and services for the world's most pressing problems, starting with digital assets, payments, and information sharing within banking, the site added.
passive management without outperforming active management during the recent decade-long bull run. But the tide is starting to turn. As such, activity managed opportunities are worth noting, especially when it comes to getting exposure to the high growth potential of blockchain technology. Investors looking for active strategy opportunities in blockchain technology can look to exchange traded funds, ETFs, in particular, the amplify transformational data sharing block is an option to consider. The fund features an active management strategy that can flex with the market's movements by putting holdings on the hands of seasoned portfolio managers. Block adds diversified exposure and cryptocurrency exposure without investing in the currencies themselves. While the majority of the fund contains holdings in North America-based companies, the fund also adds a touch of diversification with holdings in Western Europe and Asia Pacific. This allows the fund to gain exposure to growth opportunities abroad where blockchain technology could be utilized in its full extent. The fund invests in companies partnered with or directly investing in companies utilizing and developing blockchain technology, the technology behind cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Okay, so this is just they're pushing this, but I just thought it was interesting that Jamie Dimon of J.P. Morgan is on board. Blockchain is it. The blockchain's going to be the change. There's another article here. Let's see if we can get the digital drive to reform the $11 trillion global gold market. So trading gold. I think we had a story about that last week too about gold trading and using blockchain and crypto in place of holding physical gold. The coin represents a value of real gold, and so instead of changing certificates, we've all heard of the gold certificates. Many people want to buy the coin, right, or the block of gold, but it may be more. It's easier to trade. It's easier to move if in a crypto tied to blockchain. So it's interesting. All of this is very interesting. We're going to keep an eye on it. We're going to we're going to report on it as new developments happen. Remember, John McAfee was saying that blockchain is going to change the world. He gave it 5 years in 2016. He's a little bit behind times, but things don't change in 5 years. But it's coming. I have to agree with him that it's going to make a huge difference in all parts of the economy. And so let's keep an eye on that. Again, we'll keep reporting it. Remember to like and share our content. We need to get it out to people. We need your help to do that. So thanks so much. And remember, if you have an IRS problem, if you have unfiled tax returns, then you should get a copy of my book, Deal with Your IRS Problem Today. Go to freeirsbook.com, freeirsbook.com. I'll give you a free book, but I'll ask you to pay the shipping and handling. So we pay the printing, you pay the shipping. It seems like a fair trade. The book is free, and all the bonuses that go along with the book are free. And there's a number of bonuses that go along with it. So go to freeirsbook.com, get your copy. So thanks so much for joining us here today. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. In the meantime, we are out.